Kevin, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Thanks for doing great. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. Really excited to talk to you, and we can dive right in. So you're joining us from Chicago. Have you been building your fitness career and your content career out of Chicago?
No. Yeah, so I'm currently in Chicago. The sun is actually out. You can kind of see it in the background. But it hasn't been most of this winter, so I'm just like gnawing at the enclosure, hoping that summer is near. But I have essentially been all over, really. I was born and raised in Florida, born in Miami, raised in South Florida. Did my undergrad in Orlando at the University of Central Florida. I then moved to New York for a bit, moved back to Florida, and for about a year and a half, I was living on the West Coast. I moved to Washington, D.C. during the pandemic, and then about 2 years after the pandemic, I moved to Chicago. So this is a move in the last 2.5 years. But I guess you could say my social media journey or my journey as a creator definitely started in Florida.
So has fitness been a part of your? Thank you for that. And fitness has been a part of your, about a part of your life, I would assume. And where did you start in fitness? Where do you start your fitness business? And then where did social media or Instagram come in?
So fitness wasn't always fun, but it did become fun once I became an adult. So as a kid, my parents made me and my brothers play football, and I hated it, but it was a good disguise to stop people from asking, personal questions about me. As I got older, fitness became more of an escape, really, and really, really beneficial for my mental health, to work out, to train, to feel a sense of accomplishment when I would achieve goals, either in the gym or there was a bike ride that I did from San Francisco to Los Angeles. So being able to train for something like that and know that my body, or know what my body is capable of, rather, that for me has been, I guess, the probably the biggest accomplishment for sure. But yeah, fitness wasn't always something that I enjoyed, and I think as I became an adult, started seeing the results in my own body, and it's my own action. I'm pushing myself to do these things. That's what made it enjoyable, and I was able to become a personal trainer and kind of take it from there.
God, thanks for that. I totally agree. I don't. I think anyone who's struggling. I mean, I think everyone's struggling in their head. But I think so many people underestimate how big of a win it is in life if you can take care of your body and get some result, and you're pushing yourself with fitness. Like it's. I don't even know with money what to say if you're ever going to feel how good you would feel with whatever much money you made relative to how good you'd feel if you really get your body and your nutrition and your to a certain place. Like it's one of the greatest feelings there is, and it's one of the most mentally, it's the thing that helps the mental game more than anything. So I totally share the sentiment. And so you started personal training, and then what happened? So you're like, hey, I'm gonna start sharing my content on social media. Keep going.
The content was first, so I left that out. I apologize. The content came first. So as I kind of shifted my mindset around fitness and decided that I wanted to take a different approach to it, I was using my Instagram as kind of like a photo diary and a journal. So I would buy these swimsuits and I would go to the beach, again, still in Florida, and I would take photos of myself at the beach. And that was my way of seeing how my body had changed. The more confident I got in my body, the shorter and shorter my swimsuits got. So that that helped to build the social media following that I have today. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I think my couch is being delivered, so we might have to pause.
All good, man. We could totally
Um,
pause too. It's easy to do with this stuff.
okay, they're arriving in 10 minutes.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see. Where did I leave? I think I was talking about swimsuits in Florida.
Yeah, they're getting shorter and shorter as you start getting more and more jacked.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Whew. Okay. All right, so we're back. So yeah, as I got more and more jacked, the swimsuits became shorter and shorter. I was definitely feeling myself. I had more eyes on my profile. And at that time, I wasn't even certified. I was honestly just giving advice of what worked for me and what helped me to feel confident and strong and to make the decisions I was making as far as like showcasing my body. So I think people related to that. And with me being black and also a member of the LGBTQ community, it was good visibility. So someone being able to see themselves in me and in my fitness journey, it meant a lot. And I think a lot of people gravitated towards that. During the pandemic, that was when I decided to get certified and actually monetize the fitness knowledge that I had just floating around in my head. And it's been great. I actually discovered you all about a year ago, and it was at a time where it was kind of like make or break. Like my previous fitness platform wasn't doing well, so I had the opportunity to migrate my content elsewhere, and I wanted something that was going to work, was going to be successful, and that's how I discovered Playbook. So best decision I've made yet with my fitness journey, and it's still successful. I'm still very happy. I still keep in contact with my coach. Clabera is amazing. So it's definitely something that I cannot recommend any more than I already do.
And you didn't need to plug us, but thank you for that.
Yeah, no, I mean it. Yeah, of course.
And thank you for that. So today, appreciate you sharing a little bit of your journey. And how do you think about content? How do you think about content creation today? So I guess your social today. Like, one question would be, if you were to give your younger self guidance on how to get started and how to think about making the most of social and building a community, what comes to mind?
I would say do what feels authentic to you. And in the past, I remember posting the body pics or the selfies, trying to get people's attention and validation. And I think the biggest thing with social media is it's very easy to get sucked into the likes and the comments and the DMs and wanting to post so that you can feel this sense of gratification from your audience. But my biggest piece of advice, if I could go back in time, would be to tell myself, you don't need to do these things because they're expected of you. I don't need to take a photo from behind because X amount of people want to see that, or I don't need to always be shirtless. So I would say just do what feels authentic to me and not what I feel other people are expecting me to post. Like, you could have content that goes viral. You don't need to repeat the same recipe to sustain a living on any platform. At least that's my opinion of it. I post what I want to post, what makes me feel good. And I just encourage other people to do that too and make social media more enjoyable that way.
Yeah, and that authenticity is key. And I would say one thing underneath, which seems like a common thread with everybody, is your social journey really was, it seems like you really put an emphasis on building yourself, making yourself better. Mm-hmm. And then through that process of making yourself better, getting in better and better shape, that was I'd say your foundational strategy, whether you acknowledged it or not, but it seems like that was the case.
Absolutely. The more I worked on myself, the more evident it was to everyone else. So if I wasn't working on myself, then I don't feel like I would have been the best. I don't really use the term influencer to describe myself, but I wouldn't have showcased the best version of Kevin online if I wasn't working on myself offline.
Makes sense. And last last quick questions for you. So, with social media, obviously there's a lot of.
One.
Oh no.
So sorry.
No. If you got, we can totally wrap this too.
Hello. Sorry, they're right out front. Sorry.
Let's wrap this.
Okay.
Kevin, it was awesome speaking with you today. Thank you so much for sharing this, and we'll definitely do this again. We'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Kevin.